You've decided that you want to enjoy all the benefits of a caravan, but where do you start? Do you start with the caravan or with the car? And what do all those acronyms mean? What is the MTPLM?
I'm Andrew Ditton, a lifelong caravaner and a journalist in the motorhome and caravan world for over 20 years. And I'm going to use this outfit, that's the collective term for car and caravan, to take you through the very basics you need to know before choosing your first caravan. This is a Kia EV6 towing an Adria Altea Dart. And before we can choose our caravan, we need to actually start with the car.
You need to check your car's handbook or the technical specifications with the manufacturer. For a start, is it even homologated for towing? Some cars can't tow, or you can't get an approved tow bar for them. If your car can tow, then you need to find out what the curb weight is and also its maximum braked trailer weight or its towing capacity. Further complexities such as the maximum authorised mass come into play, but to keep it simple, we're going to talk about regular UK spec caravans such as the Adria Altea.
How confident are you at towing? How experienced are you at towing? If you're not experienced at towing, you're not particularly confident, then it is recommended that you tow no more than 85% of the curb weight of the car or the car's towing limit, whichever figure is lower. If you are experienced at towing, you are confident, you can push that up to 100% of the curb weight of the car or the car's towing limit, again, the lowest of the two. For example,
my Kia EV6 has a curb weight of 1,985 kilos, of which 85% is 1,687 kilos. The maximum braked tow weight is 1,600 kilos. So in all cases, my caravan must not exceed 1,600 kilos when fully loaded. Now let's look at my previous tow car, which was the Nissan Navara D40. Its curb weight at 1,993 kilos, 85% of which are 1,694 kilos, are both very similar to the EV6, but where the EV6 has a maximum braked tow weight of 1,600 kilos, the maximum braked tow weight on the Nissan Navara D40 was 3,500 kilos. In this case, it's recommended that your caravan does not exceed 1,694 kilos, although experienced and confident towers could tow up to 1,993 kilos.
So now we know how much we can tow, let's now talk about the caravan. There are 4 weights to concern yourself with the caravan, and they are the MRO or the MIRO, the MTPLM, the payload, and the nose weight.
MRO stands for Mass in Running Order. This is essentially the caravan empty, but it does include essential items such as the gas cylinder and the mains lead. It does not include the leisure battery, optional extras, or any personal items. On this Adria Altea Dart, the MRO is 1,393 kilos, but the UK models also come with the compulsory option of the all-inclusive pack, which we'll talk about in just a moment. MTPLM stands for Maximum Technical Permissible Laden Mass, the most that your caravan is permitted to weigh. This includes all the optional extras that come with your caravan or that you had fitted, plus all of your bits and pieces loaded on board. You can take an educated guess at this figure, but trust me, we all underestimate how much stuff weighs. Or you could weigh stuff on bathroom scales as you take it into the caravan, but the best way is to take your fully loaded caravan to a weighbridge and get a precise measurement. Payload is the difference between the MRO and the MTPLM, in other words, the weight of all your gear and equipment on board, but remember to include all the options in with your payload. You might be shocked to find out that a motor mover can easily eat 40 kilos into your payload, and on this caravan, the Adria Altea Dart, you also have to allow 41 kilos for the all-inclusive pack, which is luxuries such as the microwave oven and the AKS stabilizer. And finally, nose weight, that is the weight of the hitch that you hook onto your car. In the case of my EV6 and also in the case of this caravan, the maximum of both is 100 kilos. You should strive for 7% of the MTPLM of the caravan, but never exceed the maximum nose weight limit of the car or caravan hitch. Check this using bathroom scales, or as I'm using here, a nose weight gauge.
Now, if your brain is now spinning and you just can't take any more on, that's fine. Just accept that the MTPLM of your caravan must not exceed the weight that your car can tow. However, if you can take on a bit more information, or if your dream caravan seems to be just slightly out of reach, then keep watching.
In order to try and keep things as simple as possible, manufacturers will often quote a lower MTPLM than is actually technically available. For example, on this Adria Altea Dart, the MTPLM is 1,650 kilos, but you can actually have this upgraded to 1,800 kilos. Whichever figure you go off, it is important never to exceed the plated MTPLM. So if the payload is insufficient for your needs, you might be able to get the MTPLM uprated.
Conversely, if the MTPLM of your caravan is slightly higher than the figure that your car can tow, all is not lost, because it is the actual weight of the caravan that really matters, and that can be below the MTPLM. You must never go above the plated MTPLM.
So in this instance, it doesn't actually matter whether the Adria Altea I'm towing is plated with an MTPLM of 1,650 kilos or 1,800 kilos, because as long as I load it frugally and keep the actual weight to below 1,600 kilos, the towing limit of my Kia EV6, I can safely and legally tow it.
Now, some of you might be thinking, well, can't I just add to the weight of the car because I'll be carrying passengers, luggage and so on? Well, it is good practice to load heavy items into the car and not into the caravan. Keep the caravan as light as possible. However, the reason we use the curb weight for our calculations is because adding extra passengers and weight into the car can affect the suspension of your car and stress it to the limit, which might negatively impact the stability of your caravan when towing. So we always use the curb weight and not the actual weight with passengers, etc., when taking into consideration the weight of your car.
For further information or to have a chat about caravan weights, visit your local Adria dealer. You can find your local dealer on the Adria website at adria.co.uk. There are also some great technical pages online for both the Caravan and Motorhome Club and the Camping and Caravanning Club, and also the National Caravan Council, the NCC. And finally, do check the UK government website for all legal information. I'll leave links to all these websites below this video.
So I hope you found this video useful. Folks, if you did, I would be massively grateful if you shared it with your friends online via social media or through your favourite forum. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Adria UK, who have sponsored this video without interfering with the content, and for the loan of this beautiful Adria Altea Dart. There'll be a full review of this beautiful caravan coming up on this channel very soon, but in the meantime, please do check it out online. I'll leave a link in the description below, and visit your local Adria dealer to see this beautiful caravan for yourselves in the flesh. I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, you know what to do. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. It just leaves me to say, from Dougal, from Ted, and from me, thanks for tuning in. Yes, thank you, Ted, thank you, yes, thank you. I needed that wash, I did, yes. Dougal, you didn't. Please tell me you haven't put your paw on the microphone. Please tell me you haven't put your paw on the microphone. Yes, right, yes, yes. Oh dear. They never smile. Oi! Oi! No, 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 no.